when they had a divorce, that
Uh-huh.
really, you said that kind of guided you into getting into
I
drugs
think
or stuff
so,
like
bro.
that?
Maybe that's a big part of it, but like it broke my heart, bro. You
Yeah.
know, like no one wants to see their parents
Hmm.
like split up.
Yeah.
And I think that was really heavy on me, even to this day, bro. As a fully grown adult, like
Yeah.
I want them together.
Yeah. Of
It's just
course. Of
something that's
course.
like within your genetics. I feel
Hmm.
like coming from a family that you have memories being together, but like, yeah, dude, that broke my heart, and like, in whatever which way, it's kind of like, oh, did the chicken or the egg come first? Like, I
Hmm.
don't know what sparked my like alcoholism or my drug addiction, but at the end of the day, I know I got it. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So that's kind of how it is. Whatever I have can't be permanently eradicated. It's like who I am, and I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you overcome it?
So I got taken to treatment when I was like 16. They took me out the bed at like 5 a.m. Oh, we're a school taxi service, you know, like
Oh wow.
and they like I thought I was dreaming still, right?
Hmm.
Because you know when you wake up dummy early, but like they get handed me clothes, and then I was like thinking I was getting kidnapped, and then I put two and two together when I was taken out to the secure transport vehicle. My mom was crying out there. I was like, okay, for sure, I'm like going to treatment, you
Mm.
know. So I got gooned out to that Northwest Behavioral Correctional Facility because like at that point at 16, I was ripping and running, bro. Just like being reckless. I didn't understand that
It
I
was
was
at
like,
16 years
yeah, it
old.
was at 16 where it was
Wow.
like not necessarily the peak, but
Uh,
where it was getting pretty gnarly, stealing,
uh,
you know, from my family, stealing out the purse of my mom, my grandma. Like I would love when
mm,
my grandma would come around because I know she got $20 bills, you know,
yeah.
army crawl at night and like, you know, like
Damn.
straight up and like just like lying to all the homies, burning a bunch of bridges and with my family, like compromising the dynamic of that. But it made me who I am today. So I'm grateful for it in
Yeah.
hindsight. But yeah, it got bad, bro. Like started with smoking weeds and then sniffing Adderall and then like shrooms, acid, and I was just kind of like a garbage bin, you feel me? Like
Mm,
whatever could change me from the neck up, I'm trying to get my hands on it and then like I want more, 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 you know, kind of suffering from the illness of more, just being the human condition. But yeah, I didn't know I had an illness, bro. I see that drug addiction and alcoholism to be being an illness, bro.
yeah.
So yeah, I got it now because I got 5.5 years sober, bro. January
Hey,
14th.
I'm
Yeah.
proud of you, man. I
Thank
know
you,
we
bro.
just pretty much started hanging out and stuff too, but I'm proud of you. That's amazing
Thanks,
because not a
bro.
lot of people. I got some homies in the past that they're gone. You
Yeah,
feel me?
for
In the
sure.
head, they can't get over it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Struggle, bro. It's a hopeless thing. It's like a life and death errand for me, bro. I take my recovery really serious, bro.
yeah.
And it's a blessing to be able to be in the position I'm at with like armed with the facts of like what I suffer from so I can like be
Mhm.
productive to like you know, shifting it. But I got taken to treatment again after that cuz it keeps getting worse and totaled my first car at 17 off Xanax
Mm,
and yeah, I put the photo up right here. That was
yeah,
gnarly, bro. Let me show you it. Actually, I have it screenshotted cuz I knew that I wanted to
yeah. Show it to the camera
show
too,
you
just in
this.
case I forget to edit it
No
in there.
worries. Yeah. Right here.
Can I see it?
Boom. Yeah, look.
Damn.
Bro, you'd think who died in that, right?
Yeah, that remind me of the Kevin Hart crash
Oh,
because his
for
shit was
sure.
flipped over and all that.
Flipped
I
over.
think.
The
Yeah.
only reason why I lived is because like this little ditch right here. I don't know if I'm getting it correctly on the camera, but like you see on the side,
Mm-hmm.
I landed in that ditch, bro. No seatbelt, no nothing. Off some Xanax, skipping fourth period art to try to go kick it with my girl at the time,
Yeah.
and like, bro, I remember sending a text upside down like to my ex like, "Hey, I just got in a crash." You like it was a trip, bro. I barely remember that day. And then I actually played in a basketball game later as well. I told everyone, "Oh, it was a raccoon."
You meant to be here.
Yeah, you
He
know,
said he went to
I
go
got a
play
purpose.
basketball after.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Nothing, no scratches or nothing, bro. That was my first of two cars that I totaled, bro, off of
What did
Xanax.
that teach you right then and there?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Like you know, there's particular rock bottoms that everyone
Yeah.
hits, and for me, it was an emotional rock bottom in 2019 that made me change my ways. But like, bro, you can keep digging. You know that rock bottom, it can go deep, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know, rest in peace to my fallen brothers that
Hmm.
have the alcoholism too. Like, you know, Robbie P, I miss you, bro, and like, and he taught me how to have fun in sobriety, bro. And overdosed on fentanyl last year, July.
I'm
So
sorry to hear
like,
that.
yeah,
I had a
dude.
homie that overdosed on fentanyl.
For sure.
couple years ago. He was one of my best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, R.P. Chewy.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
condolences,
it's a
bro.
serious thing, man. It's a
It's
serious
serious,
thing.
and there's like and it starts for me, it started with smoking weed and getting down with the homies of like, oh, okay, shrooms, this and that, but then it progressed. And for some people, it'll just stay at weed and
Mhm.
maybe they can like rest on their laurels and be stagnant within that or even have a successful like life. Good for them. But for me, it's like it's an obsession, bro. And I
Yeah,
want more, more, more. But like that's why I'm really like focusing on like emphasizing the importance of like, staying away from that stuff while your brain is developing as
yeah,
adolescent,
yeah.
you know? So
Do you teach that, or do you kind of preach that on your Instagram and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah. I'm
that?
vocal with it on my social platforms
Yeah.
for sure. Even in my business, I tell the parents that I'm working with, hey, I communicate with my
Yeah.
students about my past adversity and how it's my current strength. And like
I love
kind
that.
of
That's amazing.
yeah, thanks, bro.
Mm.
I think yeah, it's something unique that I bring to the table too with my
Mhm.
program and spreading awareness of that and that's what I want to continue to grow, bro, is that awareness and maybe they can utilize that spiritual tool that's laid at their feet or maybe they don't even got to. They won't get to a point in their life where that's needed or necessary, but at least they have kind of a frame of reference on like, oh, you know, Mitch went through this and he's talking about, pausing when agitated or like removing yourself from a situation to de-escalate. And like it may sound lame as hell to these kids at that age, like, okay, for sure. Cause they're gonna experience it through their own journey, through their own
Yeah, but it's good that they have somebody, especially because you're cool to them as well,
right.
because you skate good and all this
Mm-hmm.
other stuff. So
Thanks, bro.
that does impact people
That
for real.
same alluring impact that had on me of the high schoolers that were skating of I
Hmm.
wanted to do whatever they did,
Yeah,
like if they're smoking cigarettes, hell yeah, I'm getting a pack of Marbs, like all that I could bring, like I could have that point of influence and bring like meditation to the table or, things along those lines of building a relationship with yourself,
no, for real. It
not,
matters. It
yeah,
matters for real.
bro.
Because I had older people I skated with. They were smoking weed and drinking all the
Yeah.
time, but thankfully and I was the youngest. I
Mm.
was like 10, but I was super good at I was better than them.
Yeah,
So they'll keep me around because we related into skateboarding. But I'm grateful that they didn't like push me
for
or
sure.
that matters because if they was like, go ahead, sip or boom boom boom,
Mm-hmm.
might have
Yeah,
might have, you know
that's
what
what
I
someone
mean?
was telling me is like, hey, that they got to be grateful that you're not handing them a blunt. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because like, oh, I know for sure I'd smoke up with the older homies. That's why
Hmm.
I started getting into weed because seniors in high school, I was kicking it with them and some girls, and then passed me the a little soda can popped up that you make into a pipe, and yeah, bro, just trying to fit in, just trying to like figure out who I am and reaching for
Yeah.
any sort of outside validation with that.
Man, again, I'm proud of you.
Thanks, bro.
When it comes to skateboarding, what are some lessons that you learned from skating?
Like I've heard this, so this is an original like idea from me, but just like the value of repetition